Good evening, sim racing fans, and welcome live to the Overdrive Cup Series here on iRacing. We're coming at you live from the virtual Watkins Glen International Cup layout, where speed, strategy, and sheer precision decide everything. My name is Sean Sam. Welcome into Sam Studio Network as we are in Chase Round 4 here in the Overdrive Cup Series. We'll take a look at some point standings here before getting virtual trackside tonight. Angel Delgado continues to blow us away. Remember, winner there last week at Darlington. He continues to crawl away in the point standings. Excuse me, that's Michael Durham, who is now up there with Angel Delgado. I thought it was a P1, P2 crawl away, but it's Angel Delgado and Michael Durham tied for that first position in the points. Then it's Trenton Johns, Travis Farmer, Brian Reyes also tied within our chase point standings as well. Michael Ponder Jr. joins there in the 6th position. Colin Grace, Mike Chapman, Ryan Kilbashian, and then Nicholas Rode round out the top 10 in our point standings. All right, cutting live to virtual trackside action. It's a great day for racing up here in Watkins Glen, New York. We've got about 68 humidity point there. Conditions, clear skies, winds, 13-mile-per-hour winds up to the northeast, and 66 Fahrenheit temps. We'll take a look at this track map as well as if you're new to Watkins Glen. One of my favorite road courses here within the iRacing schedule and NASCAR real-life schedule. Once again, running that cup layout here today. It's 2.42 miles long. It's 8 total turns. And keep an eye within that bus stop chicane up there, kind of the quick right, then left, and then back up into the carousel section we go. Very, very nice passing opportunity through there. We appreciate each and every single one of you joining in here tonight as we'll take a look at our race analysis and see what we're working with here from this 2.4 mile 8-turn track, which still qualifying here, so shown 2 laps, but it is a 45-lap race, 100% fuel, and 0 fast repairs for this Overdrive Cup Series. So if you just make sure to try to keep these cars clean a little bit to at the start to this race. Qualifying still going on here, so we will continue to what else do we have? Fuel runs are going to be about in the 26 to 30 lap range, and then our fastest drivers in practice were actually Samuel Litchfield, Nicholas Rode, and Travis Farmer. Travis Farmer, I'm showing right now, fastest driver in qualifying at the time being. He puts it on the pole with a 1:11.53. Still waiting for those official lap times here tonight. So if you're just now joining us, first of all, welcome in. I appreciate each and every single one of you joining, whether it's in the horizontal or the vertical broadcast. If you are just now joining in, this is Chase Round 4, and here are the point standings once again. It's Angel Delgado and Michael Durham Jr. It's tied for the points lead up here in Chase Round 4 of our playoffs. Trenton Johns, Travis Farmer, Brian Reyes, those 2 drivers once again also tied. Then we have Michael Ponder Jr., who's 6th in the point standings. Colin Grace, Mike Chapman, Ryan Kilbashian, Nicholas Rode rounding at the top 10. Samuel Litchfield, who's had some pretty nice runs here throughout this season. He sits 11 in the point standings. Corey Calfers Jr., I think it's been a few weeks since we've seen him out here on track. Virgil Perryman, he continues to show out here. He's gained at least 1 position in our point standings since the last race at Darlington. Jackson Brown, Jeremy Pienta, Christopher Rosca, Ashton Pritchard, David Castelli, Sam Ballard Jr., and then it's Alex Sweeney who round out our top 20 drivers in those point standings. Just waiting here on about 1 more minute to go until these qualifying times do become unofficially official. But if we go back to that Google Earth drone intro shot here, you can take a look at the elevation hungry. It's kind of a super speedway-esque road course. We're going to see speeds at upwards of 175, maybe even cresting at 185 even up within that slipstream and draft through the S's. Of course, this is the cup layout, not running the boot, so it's only that 8-turn layout. But there, take a look at about the top of your screen. There's going to be that quick bus stop chicane. Oh, okay. Where is it now? It's still up at the top of your screen, that quick bus stop chicane. The hard on the braking, going from about 170 down to, I'd call it 60 to 70, up through, it's so tough to try and handle the weight shift of that iRacing Gen 6 NASCAR, and then you had your way through the carousel. That turn never, ever seems to end. Matter of fact, we're looking at it here. It's downhill. It invites you to carry so much speed into it. But it's going to be a tough track here today. It is one of my favorites. Here's a quick look at Mike Chapman in qualifying. This is coming out of the S's, heading into the bus stop. Just maybe tries to carry a little bit too much speed there. Gets a little loosey-goosey. See what he's able to... Oh, okay. We'll take a look at our qualifying standings here. Yeah, Mike Chapman was about to send it deep there into the bus stop. Our starting grid, it belongs to Travis Farmer. He was third fastest in practice. He finished fifth last week at Darlington. How about that number 9 Monster Energy Ford Mustang? It's going to be fun to watch him tackle not only the lefts, but as well as the right turns here tonight. Samuel Litchfield, he'll start up there P2. He was fastest in practice. He qualified 0.2 of a second back there behind Travis Farmer. Michael Durham Jr., Nicholas Rode, Logan Perryman, Ryan Kilbashian, Trenton Johns, Kevin Aguilar, Mike Chapman, Virgil Perryman out of MTL Motorsports, and Michael Ponder out of MTL Motorsports. Durham and Trenton Johns sit second and third in our chase standings. MTL Motorsports, keep your eye on those drivers here tonight. Our leader of the chase standings is Angel Delgado out of course, Lumet Motorsports. Hang on here. I'm not seeing Angel Delgado. That's just a field opener here, ladies and gentlemen. It's anybody's race here tonight, and it's we're gonna have to keep an eye on their. I mean, every single driver. Their drivers were respectfully close there within timings and scorings for our practice standings. It's Travis Farmer out there up on the pole. Samuel Litchfield, he'll start there right beside him. Let's see where Samuel is here. Samuel out of Greensboro. I think that's one of the Carolinas out there. Samuel, remember, fastest driver in practice of that 37 Ford Mustang Gen 6 machine. Should see some pace out of him here today. Michael Durham Jr., we know he's got some pace out of some road courses. Out of Burnside, Kentucky, he'll start P3. Nicholas Rode, Logan Perryman, Ryan Kilbashian. That's who ran out the top 6 right there. Nicholas Rode out of Chicago. Logan Perryman out of Nancy, Kentucky. Perryman, how about Logan? He had a really nice run there last week at Darlington, finishing P4. After having a really nice solid run all throughout the race. Not a fluke there. Kilbashian, currently, he will start the race at the 6th position. Keep your eye on that number 10 Ally Chevrolet Camaro. Also, well, this one's a Toyota Camry. It's the number 28 of Trenton Johns out of McCreary County, Kentucky. Lots of Kentucky drivers here throughout this Overdrive Cup Series. Kevin Aguilar, Virgil Perryman, Mike Chapman, and Michael Ponder Jr. It's only 11 driver grid here tonight as we are cresting our way even further throughout this chase playoff format that we have here, and lots of these drivers that have made it out here tonight. That's why we continue to see them out here on the racetrack. They're up there in the point standings, but I think anybody here has a shot to win this race here tonight. I mean, look at the 42. That's a nice Folgers paint scheme there. Mike Chapman continues to run the black and yellow machine. Also black and yellow tonight. It's Michael Ponder Jr. out of Ranger, Georgia. He'll start in the 11th position. All right, if you're just now joining us, we got 45 laps here tonight from this 2.4-mile, 8-turn super speedway of a road course. 100% fuel, so these drivers probably going to run about lap 26 to, I would say, about lap 30 is that fuel run. Keep your eye. It's going to be a little bit of strategy calls here tonight. If one driver really isn't able to catch somebody on pace, we'll see what they can do with maybe a good set of 4 fresh Goodyear Racing Eagles. Welcome in, everybody. Sean Stam live here on Stam Studio Network. This is Chase Round 4 for the iRacing Overdrive Cup Series. We appreciate each and every single one of you joining in here tonight. Unfortunately, no Marvin Samayo. He's got some family issues to deal with tonight, but he'll be back with us in 2 weeks' time. Right now, but it's up on the pole. It's Travis Farmer. It's Samuel Litchfield. Everybody get up. Stand up for your life. Don't you ever give up the fight. Barney's got that green flag in his hand. He waves it loud and proud. We are on the gas, heading into that 90-degree tight technical turns 1 and 2. Whoa, we're already going to look 3 wide. Look at Kilbashian send it down into the inside. Travis Farmer's going to try to start to run away earlier on. There he goes, Litchfield way out of turn number 1. So now it's Michael Durham Jr. up to P2. Travis Farmer still trying to run away and single filing it out here from about third, fourth until about fifth and sixth. We started to look double filed. Now we're going to start to look single filed as soon as I say it, though. How about Kevin Aguilar and that number 4 Busch Light Beer Machine Ford Mustang? He gains 1 spot since the drop of the green. Nice pass for Kevin. Let's see what he's able to work here into the carousel section. So patient on that throttle pedal. Trust me, you're going to want these right and left rear tires with you throughout this whole first stint of this 45-lap race. Can probably about send it about halfway until you're going to have to take that fuel stop here. Kevin Aguilar, he's so far so cleanly moving his way, slicing, dicing, working his way up through the pack. It's still Travis Farmer. He's out up front, able to kind of pull away from this race lead. Going to complete and lead lap 1. Michael Durham Jr., he's up to P2. Ryan Kilbashian, Logan Perryman. Here comes Nicholas Rode. Nice pass down the inside. It's door quarter clear for the number 98 Black Rifle Coffee Bass Pro Shop Machine. Although he's quarter clear right there, he's going to slow wash up the track, going up here into the S's. This gets dangerous here. There's contact between the two. Oh, it sends Samuel Litchfield around. Trenton Johns is in it as well. Trenton looks like he's trying to able to shake and bake and try to see if he's able to see if there's any speed left in the 28 machine. All right, caution flag flies for more than, I think that was 3 drivers involved. It happens right in front of us going into the S's. I think we'll have to bring out Billy Bob, the forklift driver, here on it. And yeah, take a look. Holy net code. There was probably about a foot or 2 in between them. I started it. I said that was about to get very dangerous there. And then next thing you know it, the 37 down, out, and around. I wouldn't call it of the race, but looking with some pretty detrimental damage. There's the net code once again. And then he kind of, it bounces off the 98 of Nicholas Rode to Samuel Litchfield. Then there's Perryman, as well as the number 4 who have contact. I said Trenton Johns. He was shaking and baking. I think he was just still trying to save the number 28 machine. Yeah, you hate that for Litchfield because, once again, he was showing quite a bit of speed and pace in practice. Here we'll kind of take a look at our aerial follow cam. Side by side for 2 rows back. They made the entrance through the S's work, and then the worst net code I think I've ever seen in this Overdrive Cup Series. It's just sends the 37 out and around out of Nicholas Rode's right side. And then here's going to be the contact once again between the 4 and the 88. Yeah, look at the save of a century for Trenton Johns. I have to hop on board with him as well. Watch the hands here for Trenton. Woo! Left, right, and back center for the 28 machine. We're under our first caution here tonight from the Watkins Glen International Road Course, of course, one of the Cup layouts. Travis Farmer, what a nice restart there. He's able to kind of get away and kind of run away with the race lead. Michael Durham Jr., he was able to gain P2, but look at this move from, I believe that was the number 10 of Ryan Kilbashian. Yeah, he sends it 3 so late and deep on the brakes there, but they kind of were able to keep it A-OK. Maybe a little contact between the two. We'll have to take a different camera angle next time by. But then, I mean, look at Michael Durham Jr. Michael, he says thank you very much. He's now going to try and reel in Travis Farmer after that race start. Take one more angle at it here. Yeah, it's interesting to see if there was any contact from Kilbashian. Look, he went from the 3rd row back. That's 6th position, all the way back up to 3rd here in one turn. You can't fault him there for it. Number 37 kind of turns in. He knows he's there with the iRacing spotter calls. Maybe just a little bank and a book, and then look at how wide Nicholas Rode goes. All right, first caution here tonight. Travis Farmer still to the lead. It's Michael Durham Jr. up to P2. Ryan Kilbashian to P3. Nice start for him after he was able to make that inside line work. Nicholas Rode to P4. That's still where he started this race. And I'm going to have to take back what I said here real quick. I said that fuel run's probably going to be about the 26 to 30 lap range. These cautions change everything. Matter of fact, being out at 100% fuel, I wouldn't quite guarantee you if I was a crew chief here just yet, but keep kicking in that clutch here under these cautions, and we might be good to go. Keep some Goodyear tire rubber underneath you as well. Ryan Kilbashian P3, Nicholas Road P4, Kevin Aguilar P5. Nice run here tonight for Kevin. He's already gained. Tied with our 3 biggest movers of today. It's Kevin Aguilar up 3, Ryan Kilbashian up 3, and then it's also Virgil Perryman is also gained 3 positions. Logan Perryman in the number 88. He had a little bit of contact on his side on that race on the start, excuse me. Logan, he's lost his position since the drop of the green, but that's going to be a fun driver to watch here on the start of the. What is Virgil have damage? His car was shaking and baking down there down the back straightaway. Looks like Virgil, I think he's going to be a-okay. The 42 finished 10th last week at Darlington. Then you got Trenton Johns right there behind him with a save of a century. I'm going to keep calling it that because that's exactly what it was on that Mountain Dew Voltage 28 Toyota Camry machine. Although it is losing him a spot, his tires probably aren't going to be too happy with him either. Virgil lives to fight another day. That's Trenton Johns I was talking about there in the number 28. Then it's Michael Ponder Jr. right behind the 28. He will restart in the 9th position. Then it's Mike Chapman in 10th place. We appreciate those sponsors and affiliates up there in the top right of the screen, allowing us to bring you some broadcast coverage here for this iRacing Overdrive Gen 6 Cup Series. Of course, Lumet Motorsports, DL Designs, Cotton Bowl Speedway, and Race to Stop Suicide. We appreciate each and every single one of you, as well as if you're watching live on YouTube land right now. I know we got YouTube chat popping off. Of course, we got Ted, we got Travis Farmer joining us. Terry joined us. Of course, it's Ricardo Cano saying hola. Well, I'm saying hola to Ricardo. Hopefully you are all well and that foot is healing up here for you, Ricardo. And you're able to join us here for some more Midwest Elite Racing ARCA Series action that goes live right after these broadcasts. What a circuit. He says he loves Watkins, and I'm right there with you, Ricardo. I mentioned it earlier there in the pre-race stuff, but it's one of my favorite. I said road courses, but I would even call it favorite tracks within the iRacing universe. Both, all kind of configurations, layouts that these official races as well as these league races like to take advantage of here. What is there, like 4 or 5 different layouts? Sometimes you can blow away kind of the left-right bus stop chicane here. I think they did that in the 87 cars when the official series just took out the chicane. You'd fly there into the carousel. Thankfully, we do have the chicane here to slow these drivers down before the carousel section. We're going to get them restacked, re-racked, and ready to party here on this race restart. Travis Farmer, he's going to try to do what he did on the race start, and that's run away from a hard-charging Michael Durham Jr., Ryan Kilbashian, and Kevin Aguilar. Will go green this time by. I'd like to ask you, if you're live right now in the Stam Studio Network Live YouTube land, what's going through your mind if you're a driver here? Not necessarily even on the front row, but give me the second row. Ryan Kilbashian, we saw how aggressive he was on the initial race start. Does he do the same thing for the battle for the lead? Take a look at the chase standings as well. It's Farmer up there who's in P4 in the chase standings. Kilbashian out of the top 5. Of course, got Michael Durham. He's up there in P2 in the the chase standings. So it all comes down. I mean, even these minute race restarts, you never know what can happen, and it can definitely shift the whole kind of chase standings here. We'll get green flag waves. Barney waves it loud and proud. It's Travis Farmer, Michael Durham Jr. up there on the front row. Take a look at that. Ryan Kilbashian, he is going to make a move down the inside line. No contact there. We'll run door to door out of turn number 2 and make our way up and through the S's. Still side by side. Actually, that's Kilbashian to the lead for the time being, as they'll still run side by side up and out of the exit of the S's. Travis Farmer is doing everything he can to try and pin it to that outside. They're going to have it, and now they're going to look 3 wide. across, coming into that bus stop chicane, side by side for the race lead. Oh no! That's the Mountain Dew 28 Trenton Johns machine. He has contact with Michael Durham Jr. The number 98 of Nicholas Road goes around as well, well. Oh, contact on another race restarts here as we're going to have to... Well, I don't know if we'd even have to take a look at the race replay, but of course we will. But 2 and 3 wide here going into the chicane. Look at Trenton Johns. It's almost like the rear tires. I think that's exactly what happened. Rear tires locked up on the 28 machine, and around it sent the 0-1 and the 98. Down there, Trenton Johns on the left side of your screen. Oh, he tries to do everything he can to hang on to it. Then it's just a spin cycle. It's a washing machine going through here at the chicane. Got it. It happens fast. And how fast? Well, let's hop on board with Trenton Johns. Golly, Trenton did everything that he could do. You saw the hands go to work, and the number 28s, but unfortunately too deep into the braking zone, too late. We'll get them restacked. We'll get them re-racked. We'll be right back with you here on STAM Studio Network. Don't go anywhere. I appreciate each and every single one of you.
Racing isn't easy, but experiencing it is. iRacing puts you in the driver's seat with the industry's leading sim racing game. Drive on laser scan replicas of the greatest racing circuits from around the world. Go head-to-head against other drivers chosen by skill-based matchmaking to ensure competitive racing at every level. Compete across all your favorite series. In officially licensed cars, engineered to deliver the most accurate driving experience possible. Join a race or host your own with players from across the globe. Race against the computer or in a league with friends. Feel the thrill behind the wheel. Visit iRacing.com.
Race fans, welcome back in. My name's Sean Stam, live here on STAM Studio Network for this Overdrive Cup Series Chase Round 4, live at virtual Watkins Glen. We got a few takers here in pit lane. You'd make this pit stop here. Not only do you have enough fuel to make it to the end of the race here from this short little 45-lap stint, but you're also going to have a little set of newer tires that's going to, especially if this race, if it does run green, Michael Durham Jr., Nicholas Road, Virgil Perryman, Trenton Johns, as well as Kevin Aguilar. All these drivers, they're going to have a little bit of pace here, or at least a little bit more pace compared to the drivers that did not pit here on this caution. If you're just now joining us, here is a look at the green flag, the initial start to the race, and yeah, it was. I mean, I think necessarily. It was clean. It was aggressive but clean, we'll call it here. You got to do what you got to do to make up some spots early. Here's going to take a look down. Down the inside, doing what you got to do. That's I think. Why isn't it letting me click on him? Okay. Anyways, there it goes. It's Kalbasian down into the inside, but that really wasn't the cause of the first caution. We actually made it through up until, I believe this was Litchfield. Yeah, Litchfield's incident going here into, well, he just couldn't turn. So there was already contact with Litchfield. He comes to a stop here into that bus stop. Litchfield out of the race. I think that actually came from this incident here. Yeah, it was 3 wide going up, and Well, it was 2 by 2, 2 rows back, and then it kind of net coated the heck out of that left rear quarter panel for Samuel Lisfield. And now we are under our second caution. Just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything up here out up front, and I'll bring you, well, that was the cause for the first caution, and then the cause to the second one here. Let's see if the lights go out on that iRacing safety pace car. They should, and we should get a re-racked and restacked this time by. I hope. Yep, okay, sweet. Here's a quick look at this most recent caution. And watch that left side of your screen there. Rear tire lockup all gone wrong for the Trenton Johns machine. Kind of looking like a bowling ball, getting a maybe a strike, maybe picking up a spare there, heading up into that final chicane. Or not final chicane, into the bus stop chicane, excuse me. Yeah, just wipes them both out. Michael Durham Jr. as well as Nicholas Rode. It'll be interesting to see how much damage are on both of these two machines. There you see, I mean, that right side door is a little dented on the 0-1 of Michael Durham Jr. Nicholas Rode probably got the worst of it there, but remember, lots of those drivers did just pit. Matter of fact, I'm only showing that the front 3 drivers have not pit yet. The front 4 drivers stayed out that time by. So Ryan Kilbashian, Travis Farmer, Logan Perryman, and Mike Chapman. These drivers, they might have pace right here and right now, but as this race continues to dwindle on, if we do get some green flag runs, maybe look for Nicholas Rode, Virgil Perryman, Michael Ponder Jr., Trenton Johns, maybe even Michael Durham Jr. or Kevin Aguilar. Samuel Litchfield still shown down and out of the race. Real quick before we get going, we'll take a quick look at our Chase playoff point standings. It's Delgado and Durham tied for the points lead, and then it's Trenton Johns, Travis Farmer, Brian Reyes making out that top 5. Once again, Farmer and Reyes are still tied. Ponder Jr., Colin Grace, Mike Chapman, Kilbashian, and then Nicholas Rode rounding out the top 10. And look, that inside line is looking a little skimpy right now, and I think that's because all these drivers, maybe they pit there at the last possible time that you could, and that's just going to have to end up sending them to the back. So this is going to be a very kind of interesting looking race restart here compared to the one that we just saw a couple laps ago, as well as our initial race start. This is going to get good here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for this iRacing Overdrive Cup Series. We got Gen 6 action coming at you live here on Stam Studio Network. It's Kilbashian. He's now up to the front. We've seen how aggressive he is. Now, he doesn't really have to be aggressive as he's got Travis Farmer clear, at least for the time being. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hang on to him, Michael Durham Jr. That's what he does. We'll work our way backing up through the S's here. Side by side between Nicholas Rode and Mike Chapman. Now they'll single file it out here. Take a look at Travis Farmer. He's getting a nice run from the slipstream from this draft. What does that number 9 Monster Energy Chevrolet Camaro have under the hood and on that brake pedal as well? Travis Farmer not opting to make a move here just yet, but Logan Perryman closes the gap. Nicholas Rode is already back up to P4. Remember, he just pit. He's on new tires. It's battling for the lead. It's battling for 3rd and 4th as well. Travis Farmer's out and around the outside. Oh, he gets loose off the rumble strips. Travis Farmer has to regroup. Travis Farmer has to rearm. Here comes Logan Perryman. Logan Perryman, he's up to P2 after starting back in P5. What a pass right there. Logan Perryman says thank you very much. He finished P4 last week from Darlington. Logan Perryman, he's up to P2. We've seen his speed on the road course as, oh my, Kevin Aguilar. He gains 4 spots on this race restart, but he's loose as a goose there coming out of turn number 8. Back to the race lead. Farmer as, oh man, Travis Farmer is he's gonna start to fall like a rock here as Logan Perryman and Nicholas Rode. Whoa, Nicholas Rode is also struggling for grip. Seeing his hands go to work there, he's able to wrangle this machine Nicholas Road, we've also seen the number 98 speed on road courses. He's already backed it up, fighting with this top three. After just last caution, it was just this turn that he had gone off the racetrack. Now Logan Perryman, he carries a little bit too much speed there. Corner entrance has to compromise it all on corner exit. Nicholas Road up to P2. Logan Perryman drops to P3. Travis Farmer, and then it's a hurricane. This storm is a brewing here between Trenton Johns, Virgil Perryman, Michael Durham Jr. We've seen the speed out of that number 01 here tonight, but he is having a little bit of trouble working his way in a timely manner up and through this gaggle, this quagmire here. Michael Durham Jr. tries to set up this crossover here on corner exit. Michael Durham Jr. has a little run down the inside. Let's see if he's a little bit later on the brake pedal. He is there into the inside line of Virgil Perryman. Nice pass there. Michael Durham Jr. says thank you very much. He works his way back up to P6, but unfortunately that's -3 from where he started the race. Whoa! Virgil Perryman starts to get onto that dirtier part of the racetrack there. Man, Ricardo, if you're still watching, I know that you can tell us how the dirtier part of the racetrack and how it compares to the cleaner, especially under throttle applications. Know that you love road course racing. Hopefully that foot is healing up here for you well, Ricardo, and we're able to get you back here out on track for the Midwest Elite Racing ARCA Series. It's fun battling to watch up here. I'm starting to wish I was down there with this battling, as it's now this battle for the race lead starting to heat up once again. Looking at this last lap history between the two. Look at Nicholas Road, lap 7, lap 8, well, okay, those are under caution. Lap 10, lap 11, it was almost about even, lap 10. Lap 11, just about even as well. Let's see what they are across the stripe this time by. Visually, it's closer. Oh my, that's a different story though. Ryan Kilbashian puts down a 112.454. Fastest lap of the race here today as the front two start to pull away. Up and through the S's they go, still at about 0.3 of a second back. I still think you're within that slipstream, you're within that draft range here for Nicholas Road, who we are on board with, our second place running driver. We're sending it down into third, probably down in second gear right here. It's been a while since I've hot line wheel, the Gen 6 machine. Gosh, it's speaking of that, it's completely different between what a lot of these drivers, myself included, are used to running these days, and that's these NASCAR next-gen machines. Completely different suspension. You have independent rear suspension. You have brake calipers that are bigger than your Thanksgiving dinner, tires that are wider than your belly after Thanksgiving dinner. It's two completely different race cars here, and for these drivers effortlessly able to hop back in the time machine and make these allow these gen machines to put on a racing show, a show here for the fans here live on Stam Studio Network. It's going to be hard to beat this Overdrive Cup Series here. Also, what's going to be hard to beat is a little bit of strategy call. Not only is this battle for the lead starting to heat up there as Ryan Kilbashian gets loose, but here comes those newer tires. Here comes Nicholas Road as well as his about a 1,000 iRating gap between the two. Still running side by side. They'll continue to run door to door. Look at the 7-lap difference of a gap there on those Goodyear General Eagle tires. Nicholas Road was able to get the gas pedal back down and up and through the S's, able to get his Toyota Camry turned just a little bit more than that Chevrolet Camaro. Nicholas Road, after side-by-side through the S's, which we saw which was very dangerous earlier on in the race, he gets it done in that same corner that necessarily almost took him and almost another driver out of the race. He's now going to start to pull this gap. He's pulled it to about 0.3 of a second here. We'll take another look at it. The reason I do want to take another look at this, I mean, remember, we've seen how tight this can get through this very section of the track. And look at the left front tire there. He's putting all the steering wheel input, Nicholas Road, that he can in there with at the same time trying to keep it out there off that right rear of the left rear of Ryan Kilbashian, excuse me. And then as these two drivers continue to start to battle here tonight and give us some argy-bargy, Travis Farmer, he still only sits about three seconds back behind these drivers. 15 down, 30 laps to go. Remember, Ryan Kilbashian still has to pit. Well, Travis Farmer, he still has to pit. Logan Perryman still has to pit unless they have saved enough fuel between these two cautions that we have here thus far. Just now joining us, here's a quick look at the race recap we have had. We got 30 more laps to go. Our leader right now is Nicholas Rowe. 2 cautions for 6 laps and only 1 lead change. Well, actually, I would call that 2. It's going to update this time by as Travis Farmer had led 5 laps earlier. He now falls back to P3 on that race restart. He actually fell back to P4, gains 1 spot back. But this battle between Kevin Aguilar and Logan Perryman. Logan, he was fighting for his right to party in that final driver interview spot just a couple laps ago. Now he's going to find himself down and around the inside of turns 1 and 2. Tries to find that gas pedal, but you have to be pretty careful on that throttle application up and through, especially as you start to run on the rumble strips, not only out of the exit of turn 1, but as well as coming out of, not really the chicane, but out of the, excuse me, it is, it's not the chicane, but coming out of the carousel right after the chicane, you have to be so careful, not only even throttle application, but brake application as well. Let's hop on board here and listen to Kevin Aguilar as he is smooth on this throttle here through the carousel. Exactly what I was talking about right there. You try to mash that gas a little bit too soon. Whoa, and he does it again there to turn number 8. Hang on to her, Kevin. This continues to be kind of our closest battle out here on track. Michael Durham Jr., Logan Perryman, and Kevin Aguilar. We got Legacy 2024-7 saying, where's Daniel? I think he's still at work or couldn't make it out here tonight up in race control. I think we got a new name up in race control. Is it Jonah? I believe I was reading some chats earlier. Got Irons iRacing saying Ryan just didn't even hear him coming. That's saying something how fast that the closing rate is on these Gen 6 machines. Ricardo saying, hey, Sean, hola. Ricardo, we appreciate all that you do here for us. Once again, hopefully you're healing up all well. Speaking of healing up all well, Ted, hopefully that hip's coming in there for you, getting it all worked into place there. As we might have to get you, I don't know, back behind the wheel here, especially at a track like Watkins Glen. It'll test out a new modification like that. It'll be Trenton Johns, Virgil Perryman, and Michael Ponder Jr. making out 7th, 8th, and 9th. Pause there, that almost sounded bad. Virgil Perryman, Michael Ponder Jr., as well as Kevin Aguilar, these drivers are still our drivers that have gained 2 positions since the drop of the green flag, but it's still going to be between these 2 drivers. Now Kevin Aguilar, he gains 3 positions, but I don't think this battle is over just yet, as Logan Perryman still is going to fight around the outside line. We've seen side by side through here, but it gets tight. Logan Perryman, he gives the room. Kevin Aguilar, he gives the room. Look at the racecraft, the ethical wheel, a little bit of contact on their side. Oh, Kevin Aguilar, he gets loose. I don't think it was contact. I think it was netcode. We'll have to take another look at it there. But that could have been big. That could have been huge. As these drivers now start to do battle, they start to give us that argy-bargy. Look who starts to join the battle. With 28 laps to go, it's the number 28 of Trenton Johns. He started 7th. He's out of Kentucky. He knows how to find some speed and some pace here out of some left and right turns, does that number 28 of Trenton Johns. I say all that, though. How about Kevin Aguilar? He's going to try the inside liner, at least show the nose, maybe play that mental game there with Logan Perryman. Try to make Logan Perryman look up in his rearview mirror. You can see that big old nose up on that number 4 of Kevin Aguilar is coming with a head of steam within the braking zones, but that's what separates a good driver and a great driver. Logan Perryman, here we go. He's going to continue to see the number 4 up in his rearview mirror, but tries to pay no attention to him there as he knows he's got at least the drive off pace. Kevin Aguilar with a little bit more pace here into the corner entry, but he compromises with their corner exit. let's do something special here on Stam Studio Network. Let's take a whole lap here on board with Kevin Aguilar. Not only does he have Logan Perryman up there right in front of him, but it's kind of same story here. Trenton Johns is right behind Kevin Aguilar. Kevin is in the meat of the sandwich. Let's listen in on board here. Let's listen in on the throttle inputs as well as those brake and those downshifts going to work. I'll be right back with you up here in the booth. Slowly crank this back down because perfect timing. I was mentioning these newer tires for these drivers. Hey, Kevin Aguilar, he is a driver that did pit within all of those, probably, what, 6, 7 drivers on, oh God, he's going to look down the inside line. He was already loose. I mean, we saw his hands going to work. I tried to put into words how tough it is to haul one of these NASCAR Gen 6 machines around a road course. We saw the hands. Kevin Aguilar, he saved it not once, not twice, but thrice. I mean, and that's lap after lap after lap. Kevin Aguilar makes a pass within a very loose Ford Mustang, but it's right in front of one of our Chase 4 contending playoff drivers. It's, hey, Logan Perryman's right up in there with him. Logan means he's going to send it down there to the inside line once again. He knows how loose the number 4 is as Kevin gets loose again off the rumble strips. They will run side by side, but it's not going to be between Logan Perryman. It's now going to be between Kevin Aguilar and Trenton Johns. You have to see this if you're a driver here that's fighting with the number 4. You have to see his hands going to work, as well as just how loose he is, not only mid-entry, not only through the corner, but as well as through corner exit. Give a little bit more speed, a little bit more gap there, and it'll benefit you there in the long run. That's exactly what Trenton Johns does. That's exactly what Logan Perryman does. And even though Kevin Aguilar, he is still fighting on board with that number 4 machine, I really am going to start to wonder here. We should have enough fuel between these drivers who did pit, but if your car is handling like that, as we see Trenton Johns make another pass, even if you have enough fuel to make it to the end of this race, and maybe you can let me know down there live in YouTube land, anybody, what is your kind of strategy call here? Because let's see, our best lap of the race has been we'll call it a 1:12.06. The last lap times that these drivers are putting down is a 1:14 and a 1:15, so losing precious time, and I'm calling seconds a lap here. Nicholas Rode and Ryan Kobashi are leaders, putting their last laps in the more of a kind of mid 1:12, even a 1:13 minute range. All right, let's hop on board with Trenton Johns' rear bumper here. Let's see what Logan Perryman has for him as he continued. Logan Perryman, he continued to get a little bit deeper in the braking zones here. He tried to cut off a little bit at that entrance of the carousel. We'll see if those right side Goodyear Eagle tires can hang on for Logan Perryman, as that was kind of a later corner apex there for Trenton Johns, who we're on board with there. I'm liking what I'm seeing. That's how you make the pace here out of that long, never-ending carousel out of Watkins Glen. Logan Perryman, and you see the gap that it opens up here just within that one corner. Trenton Johns now opens up the gap between Logan Perryman and the 2 to 8/10, call it 9/10 of a second here, as now Logan Perryman, he's got company knocking on that rear bumper. Oh, Samuel Litchfield is back out on the track right here. It is right in front of him. Hang on to us, Samuel. Hang on to him, as well as our leaders start to make their way through. Well, now Trenton Johns, Logan Perryman. There goes Kevin Aguilar. That's what every single one of these points mean to these drivers. They keep their car out on track, even after being laps after laps after laps down. You're trying to fight for every single thing that you can, because we've seen it before with the series that was known as the Penny Pleasers Cup. Every single point, it's just like it's like back taking me to university right there. Every single point can and will matter. You could possibly even you could fail the championships, so to say, by 1 point here. And that's why we see Samuel Litchfield. We've known that he is up there. We've seen him have pace here before. Right now, we'll have to see what happened to him and sent him off the track at what had to have been Mach 2. Oh, no, he's safe here for the time being. He keeps it straight. I think he's going to get grass and gravel up all over the tires. That's why we call iRacing Simulation Motorsports a simulator and not a video game, because it simulates just a little bit more than what you might imagine there. And well, there we see it out of turns 1 and 2. Oh man! Oh, that just snapped around on him, and I almost wonder if that was the tires making. Okay, well, he's already upset the tires here, as they have they're already very dirty tires, have grass and gravel up on them. And yep, there you see it, just a slight touch to that rumble strip there within these Gen 6 machines. They have so much power to them, as well as that might have been a little steering input as well. That Universal Technical Institute Ford Mustang 37 Samuel Litchfield goes around, and this is a replay of something that had just happened on the track. We've seen Kevin Aguilar. We've seen how the conditions that he's been struggling with inside that number 4 Ford Mustang. Oh no, he tries to pin it there on the corner exit. He goes around, engine blows instantly. No, look out. Kevin Aguilar tries to... No, he's not really even trying to make a move here. Just settles it up there, and then it just snaps on his corner exit. Immediately blows the engine on the number 4 machine. That's going to be probably a day or two down in pit lane. And as I'm talking about this is going to be the same corner. Is there oil on the racetrack? What is going on? Because here's Michael Ponder Jr. He's deep in turn 1. Same thing. What's going on out of turn 1? Oh my gosh! I mean, yes, iRacing is a simulator, but we don't simulate oil or any. We do simulate water out there on the track in our rain races. Of course, no rain races with NASCAR until they add that rain tire. Until then, though, and all jokes aside, I don't know what was going on there out of turn 1. Maybe it's starting to get a little bit dirtier up on the outside line. And like Ricardo Kenna was saying earlier, the outside of the entrance on the straight it's a really real challenge. You have to, what did he say? If you step even a little bit of the dirty part, you have kind of the car wants to do 2 separate things there. And Ricardo, an avid road course racer, he's telling it like he sees it, and that's exactly how it happens here tonight, as there's almost contact here between Trenton Johns and Logan Perryman. These two drivers start to go at it down our front stretch. 20 laps to go. Kilbashian, Farmer, and Perryman, who run 2nd, 3rd, and 5th, should still need to pit unless they've saved enough here under our 2 cautions here thus far. So far, it's Nicholas Road, who was a little bit of a slip and slide earlier on in this race. He had found himself down and around, facing the wrong way after. You could call him Nicholas Road. You could call him a bowling pin after just getting bowled through going through that bus stop chicane. You do start to see there the dirtier line is starting to form. Nicholas Road still, he's also fighting a loose race car here tonight. Only 19 laps to go. It'll be interesting to see what the pit stop strategy is for these 3, 4, top 5 runners here. Oh my God, he gets way off the track. That's going to be another incident for the 98. All right, you've all, I think you've put it up with me here up tonight in the booth. I'm going to treat you to a quick Crank It Up. My name's Sean Stam, live here on Stam Studio Network. Marvin Samayoa will be with us back here in 2 weeks' time after a quick off week. Hopefully everybody enjoys their off week. Happy Thanksgiving to you all. I'll be right back with you up in the booth. Thanks, everybody. slowly crank this puppy back down here. We got Mike Chapman into the pits, Logan Perryman into the pits, and whoa, as I take a look at my timing and scoring screen, Kilbashian, he is upset that number 10 Chevrolet Camaro Ally. Do it right. I think he did it wrong there out of corner exit, with all due respect. Ryan Kilbashian, he's going to try to put some more, try to reduce the gap here between Travis Farmer and him now as Travis works up to P2. That is, of course, Travis Farmer to P2, but it should all cycle out here tonight as Logan Perryman, Trenton Johns still down there into pit lane. While we were in Crank It Up, well, there's Trenton Johns, makes his way down out of pit lane right there. He's going to bring Logan Perryman out there with him. So it's going to be a little interesting to see where things cycle out here. I'll bring up the quick track map here as Nicholas Road. He was one of the drivers who did pit lap 7. He's that red number 1 up at the top right of your screen. Travis Farmer, he is still not pit this race. He's the black number 2 at the top of your screen going into the chicane now. So Trenton Johns, Logan Perryman, all into pit lane. Michael Ponder Jr., he's into pit lane, but I think that's after a slight incident during our Crank It Up time there. As we'll take a quick look, we'll take a quick peek, see what happened to Michael Ponder Jr., and then see where things cycle back out here. Oh, there's already smoke up here in the air going into turn 1. Not sure if that was a lockup or somebody going off. It's again out of the exit. There wasn't even any contact with the rumble strip there. Thankfully, though, for Michael Ponder Jr., he does lock it back down. Let's see if there was anything up there going into turn 1. Not really. Just Mike Chapman deep there onto the inside, and then just tries to carry that speed there out there in corner exit, and just around that Ford Mustang will go on the number 13 machine. Nicholas Road, Travis Farmer still have enough fuel to stay out on the racetrack, although it is 100% fuel within these Gen 6 machines. Even with 2 cautions, without any cautions, I thought that they were able to work their way to about lap 26 to 30. So with 2 cautions, we'll call it about, I still think they're going to be about 10 laps short for drivers like Travis Farmer and Nicholas Road. If we take a look at the last pit stop strategy there, it's kind of a simple graph. I know it looks a little weird, but Nicholas Road last pit on lap 7. Farmer, Kilbashian have not pit. Durham, Perryman. Oh, so that kind of opens up the call there just even a little bit more. Durham and Perryman, that is Virgil Perryman there in the 42. They last pit on lap 7, but look at the drivers who last pit on lap 28, led by Trenton Johns, Logan Perryman, and Michael Ponder Jr. They are shown 1 lap down for the time being, but you would imagine that's got to cycle out here after the leaders do make their stop. And speak of it here, there's one of them. It's Ryan Kilbashian. He's in here now. Well, we saw how aggressive he was, and you have to be like that here from some road course racing. Ryan Kilbashian, 3 wide on the start, slicing, dicing, working his way up to the lead. I don't blame him. I'd be right on the same boat. He's currently running 4th. It'll be interesting to see where he cycles back out here too, as well as what he does here on this pit stop. It'll be 2 left side tires going up first. We'll see if he takes the 4-tire stop with the right side as this Ally number 10 Chevrolet Camaro gets filled with Sunoco race fuel. Exactly the case here for him. Kilbashian down here on corner exit, and he really doesn't have anybody to fight here on corner excuse me, he does. It's going to be Virgil Perryman down there in the background of the screen. That's Folgers number 42 spec mapped all out here tonight. I don't think we've said enough about both Perrymans, both Virgil and Logan. Let's see here. They both finished top 10 last week from Darlington. Of course, the number 88 finishing P4, and then Logan finishing P10. But if I reach back enough in my memory bank, I do believe this number 42 we have seen Virgil show some speed, show some pace, as well as, well, of course, some ethical will from some road course racing. But it's also nice to see Virgil putting it out here tonight. one of my favorite road courses as well as tracks here within the iRacing simulation universe. Virgil Perryman up to P5, as well as our biggest mover of today thus far. Travis Farmer, he's our last driver who has had not pit just yet. What is this cycle out here right here? The next car is going to have to deal with is going to be Kilbashian at about 35 seconds back. Durham Jr. continues to pull the gap. So does Nicholas Rode up there out up front. This is, oh my gosh, who was that? I thought I saw somebody get a little bit loose there back behind Michael Durham Jr. I'm not showing it timing and scorings. I swear it was that number 13, Michael Ponder Jr. I think something happened there to that 13 Ford Mustang. Whoa, there was something that happened. Sparks flying, contacts between the two. Well, I guess we have to take another look at this real quick. And then right now we have what was our race leader down in the pit lane. Holy misjudgment there. Michael Durham Jr., he put the Post-it note on that one and sent it through the mail. It's Nicholas Rode to pit road. It's Michael Durham Jr. to pit road. I talked about things cycling out here. If I bring up the track map, okay, take a look at Nicholas Rode, Michael Durham Jr., bottom left of that track map. Here comes Travis Farmer. This is where things cycle out here too. Travis Farmer, third fastest in practice. Travis Farmer, our pole sitter tonight. He's going to try and come around here. Nicholas Rode. Nicholas Rode is out on the corner exit of pit lane. Here comes Travis Farmer. He's still entering turn one. Oh, man, it's not going to be close enough. Nicholas Rode going to start to pull that gap. But I will say Travis Farmer has gotten past that very, very fast and aggressive number 10 machine. All right, so now that things are cycled out here, Nicholas Rode, 5.5 second gap. Travis Farmer, P2 with a 1.8 second gap over a hard charging Ryan Kilbashian. Last lap by was a 1:11.97. Fastest lap of the race here today from any of these drivers. Kilbashian is slicing, he is dicing, he's trying to work his way back up to the pack, but right now easier said than done. What makes a pit stop strategy happen at a track like this, it's not only the strategy that you take, whether it's 2 or 4 tires. It's not only how much fuel you fill up that Sunoco fuel tank with, but it's how you're able to get on and off pit lane. That's what separates a good pit stop from a great pit stop. And we've seen the on-track pace here tonight from Ryan Kilbashian, but maybe just quite haven't seen that pit stop pace here from Ryan Kilbashian. We have seen this battle raging like a machine from, I would call it about since the drop of the green flag. Trenton Johns, Logan Perryman, drivers going at it for 6th and 7th position. There's only 11, there's only 12 laps to go. If my math is mathing, that is going to be about 30 more miles left within this race. So it's easier said than done. Drivers they're putting micro adjustments not only on the steering wheel, not only in that throttle, but as well as on that brake pedal. They're trying to get each and every single point that matters here as we are in chase round 4 of the Overdrive Cup Series within these Gen 6 machines. Logan Perryman, how many times have we seen this tonight? It's given me deja vu. He continues to work within that inside line out of the exit of turns 1 and 2, continue to especially make the slipstream and draft here, work within 3 and 4 as we head towards the bus stop chicane. Let's see what Logan Perryman is able to do. Nope, he's going to be a little bit more cordial on that brake pedal there. He's going to be a little bit easier there into the corner and then try to pick up that throttle pedal up and out of the exit through the never-ending right-hander carousel. Logan Perryman, Trenton Johns putting on a show for the race fans here tonight on the Sam Studio Network. Hey, we got third Musketeer. I'm sorry, I'm joining in chats here as much as I can here. Man, haven't seen you in quite a while. Hopefully you're all doing well here. This is different series. It's the Overdrive Gen 6 Cup Series, but there was, I think, 1 or 2 drivers involved within both of the series. So good eye and good memory there, Third Musketeer. Oh man, a slight lockup for Logan Perryman after Trenton Johns was able to get by him there. There's only 10 laps to go. Now there's only 24 miles left within this race. Look, I just said it. There was only 30 when about 2 laps ago. Time flies when you're having fun here. Hopping on board with Logan Perryman. Let's see if he's able to get anything back here with them. As if you're just now joining us, we hopped on board with Kevin Aguilar a couple of laps ago, and these drivers are fighting for grip right here. They are slowed down the pace within a couple of seconds per lap here. Temperatures only within the 66 Fahrenheit range, but that is ambient, not track temp. Humidity continues to climb, track temp continues to climb, as well as maybe, I wouldn't even say maybe, but I think these drivers, mental states as well as physical fatigues are starting to climb as well. All right, besides, let's do a little 50-50 here tonight. Who gets it done between Trenton Johns and Logan Perry? I think our answer might be a little bit here close to us. Oh, no, not quite yet. We've seen Logan Perryman lap after lap after lap try to make that inside line happen, but he really gets pinned and not able to put the throttle pedal down there on corner exit. I wonder if I'm able to... Well, guys, I'm going to have to go get ready. I'll wait for you in Richmond. Thank you so much for Ricardo for joining here tonight. Best of luck here for you in Richmond, and I guess we're all healed up and ready to go here for you, Ricardo. Best of luck here for you in a few laps time here for the Midwest Elite Racing ARCA Series. We'll get back here between this battle between Trenton Johns and Logan Perryman. Man, it's been lap after lap after lap, pretty much since the start of the race here tonight. Okay, I'm not sure if that's internet connection there or what, but it sounds like we'll get back to it here. Here's Logan Perryman down around the inside. He is done playing around here. There's almost contact between the two, but we've seen this time and time, lap and lap again. Logan Perryman, he gets pinned, not able to get the throttle pedal down. He's able to keep the speed and momentum at least close enough where he's able to make the inside line, at least run even with them. But look, still with the inside line, I wouldn't quite call it the preferred line, but Logan's still not able to make the pass happen. This is a lot of fun to watch here because sometimes you think it's just a pass is as easy as just, oh, okay, let me size him up here going into the bus stop. No, sirree, Bobcat Tail. Sometimes, matter of fact, most of the time between road course racing, it's lap after lap after lap, trying to work him over, doing everything that he can. It's shades of SVG and Chris Buescher right here, as going back to last season. Although necessarily it's not quite for the race lead, it is for each and every single kind of chase and playoff points available. Only 7 laps to go, and after Nicholas Road was facing the wrong way out of the corner that he just exited there, now coming onto the carousel and makes his way towards that back straightaway towards the final 3 turns of the lap, which would be 5, 6, or 6, 7, and 8 here. God, I regret that one. The kids are going to love it, though. Nicholas Road, he continues to lead at 7, coming to 6. Oh, all right, I'll opposite it that time by. That Bass Pro Shops Black Rifle copy number 98 Toyota Camry. I'm trying to go back to our last road course race, and you'll have to forgive me here. I dropped my notes. I'm trying to go back to the last road course race, and I really, if I'm banking off memory here, which oh boy, that's a long shot, but I don't believe Nicholas Road was up there in the top 3 of the last road courses. I think it was Angel Delgado of his. I mean, lights out pace in that number 90. No Angel here tonight completely opens up the door, and we're continuing to see that being done here for Nicholas Road, pulling away with a 7.2 second. Well, the gap is slowly closing, but he knows he's got there just a little bit to give. Even after Travis Farmer, he's got some lap traffic up there in front of him to deal with. Nicholas Road now 7.1 second gap over Travis Farmer. Does he have what it takes to make it to the white checkered flag here? I know that all of these drivers have enough fuel to make it, but do they have enough? Do they have enough tire? Do they have enough mental and physical state left within their racing machines? As well as I said, Nicholas Road, he may be, you know, kind of tidying down things here, maybe just a little bit, but hey, I wouldn't quite count out Travis Farmer just that within these 5 laps to go. That gap, look at the top left of your screen. As a matter of fact, we'll cut back to this here. Last lap history between the two. It's a little bit of back and forth, but as well as lap 39 and 40, look at the gap. A 1.5 second gain in 1 lap. If my math is math, then let's see, 1.53, 4.5. Travis Farmer, if he keeps this pace up right here, which he continue to do, which he continue to show, Travis Farmer could be up here battling for the race lead within these final, it would have to be on the white flag lap, but Travis Farmer is going to do anything and everything that he can. Travis Farmer finishing P5 last week, Travis Farmer sitting P4 in the Chase playoff points. What does the number 9 Monster Energy Chevrolet Camaro have underneath the hood as well as in the cockpit here? Coming to 4 laps to go tonight. Travis Farmer continues to pull away from Ryan Kilbasian as well. Here's a quick look at a battle between Trenton Johns and Logan Perryman. Perryman still not able to make it happen. Wow, as he gets loose as a goose there out of the exit of the S's. What a save. That thing got Formula Drift sideways, got way yawed out there. I wouldn't imagine that he has momentum here to make an inside move happen, but Logan Perryman, he makes the move, or excuse me, he looks down the inside. He makes the kind of the switchback happen. Oh, I don't know. I did not see contact there. I think that's going to be netcode once again. But Logan Perryman, he gets the worst of it. He goes around after his patience was running dry. Logan Perryman, what was it now? Like probably 10 to 12 laps. He had been continuously trying to make the inside line work, and now it's just not going to happen. This is on corner exit here out of the chicane, and look, I don't think, yep, you can see right there, that's definitely air between the two. It's netcode and a half that sends Logan Perryman out and around and off of the number 28 of Trenton Johns' front bumper. That being said, Trenton Johns will retain his P5. Logan Perryman, even with the spin, will retain his P6. Although it's right in front of the race leader. It's only 3 laps to go this time by for this iRacing Overdrive Cup Series. Appreciate all the fans there tonight in Stam Studio Network Live YouTube land. We appreciate the sponsors and affiliates up there in the top right as well. Cotton Bowl Speedway just out of Page, Texas. Lumet Motorsports, Race to Stop Suicide, as well as DL Designs. You can hit up Daniel Selway Jr. up in Facebook and in Discord lands. He's one of the league owners here, if not the league owner for the Overdrive Cup Series. He does some iRacing paint jobs as well, and it's probably the best paint jobs that I have seen here within the universe. Appreciate all your hard work there, Daniel, behind the scenes, as we now have a little bit of a checkup here for our race leader, Nicholas Road. He's going to now make his way around the outside. Yep, that's probably got to feel good, real good there for Logan Perryman. He's tried to make the outside line work time, lap after lap and lap again. But now Nicholas Road, he of course, Logan Perryman kind of gave way there to him, but this just got to sting there a tiny bit for the number 88 machine, as he's still looking to go top, I'd call it top 6 finishes here week after week. 2 laps to go. That is 5 miles left within this Watkins Glen Cup Series layout. Nicholas Road, he just has to make sure that he makes no silly, stupid mistakes here, as Travis Farmer does continue to close in the gap, but still about 5.3 seconds back. If my math is mathing, if he kept up that pace earlier from about a couple laps ago, he would have been there, but making it about a 2.5 second per lap gain that Travis Farmer would have to make here. I'm not calling him out of it just yet, but Travis Farmer's going to have to do each and every single thing that he can, do everything that he has learned here without his years of sim racing experience. Here comes Travis Farmer through that final chicane for the second to final time here tonight. Gaps, it's starting to look more even. No matter of fact, it's starting to gain. Oh, no, is that the number 10? It is Kilbashian. Kilbashian, we saw the hint speed earlier on in this race. We saw his aggression as well. Kilbashian goes around, 2 laps to go. Looks like the race control is going to keep it clean, green, and mean. Thank you so much. Up there in race control, allowing them to race this one out here tonight. Kilbashian already heavy contact there. We saw him after trying to work his way back up to the race lead. Road course racing gets hard because it'll definitely bite you as the second you overstep that line. Speaking of overstep the line, Nicholas Road goes 2 tires up and off the racetrack there for our final lap of the race. 2.4 miles to go. Nicholas Road, he's only got 6 more turns here this time by. Does the 98 have what it takes to hold off a hard-charging Travis Farmer after facing the wrong way earlier here tonight? Nicholas Road, final lap. Travis Farmer, final lap. Michael Durham Jr., Trenton Johns. There's only 4 drivers left here up on the lead lap as Nicholas Road has shown some speed. He's shown some immaculate pace here. It's down the final backstretch. Only 3 more turns for Mr. Nicholas Road if he's able to get a road course win on that resume. The number 98 Black Rifle Coffee Bass Pro Shop Toyota Camry machine. Final 3 turns. There's a slight blink out. If Nicholas's Road is able to hang on here, if his internet is able to hang on, it'll be throughout turn number 8. Here comes Nicholas Road to take the checkered flag. It's a road course win for the number 98 Toyota Camry. Celebrate it loud and proud, Mr. Nicholas Road. Burn that thing down. It'll be Travis Farmer who takes away P2. And then how about Michael Durham Jr.? Did not give it up at all tonight. The half breast cancer awareness, the half Caterpillar machine. Michael Durham Jr., he brings it home P3, the final driver interview. Trenton Johns, after a hard-fought night here tonight in the number 28, he'll bring it OMP4. Logan Perryman, Virgil Perryman, Ryan Kilbashian, Michael Ponder Jr., Mike Chapman, Kevin Aguilar, and Samuel Litchfield rounding at the top 11. Alrighty, stick with us here on STAM Studio Network. We're going to get these top 3 interviews here for you, as well as those unofficial, official race results. Don't go anywhere. And then I got to say it here real quick. If you're looking for some more racing, I'll be live here in about 30 to 45 minutes time for the round 1 of playoffs for the Midwest Elite Racing ARCA Series. Appreciate everybody here tonight. Appreciate Nicholas Road for putting on a show here. Well, he wins with about a 6.32 second gap. Congratulations, Nicholas Road. He led 31 laps. Burn it down. Well deserved here for the 98 machine. Congratulations, Nicholas Road. We'll let you get to popping that virtual champagne here in just a few moments time. Travis Farmer joins the burnouts as well. Congratulate. How about Travis Farmer coming in P2 and then Michael Durham Jr. P3 for some road course action here tonight. We appreciate each and every single one of you. Once again, stick around here. We'll have those top 3 driver interviews and those unofficial official race results. It's the Bass Pro Shop Toyota Camry to victory lane. Nicholas Road, congratulations, man. As for our unofficial official race results, it will be Nicholas Road, Travis Farmer, and Michael Durham Jr. How about MTL Motorsports? They continue to round out 2nd and 3rd in the chase standings. That might be a little bit different as our chase points leader has not shown up tonight, Evangel Delgado. We could see MTL up to the points series lead as MTL comes 1, 2, 3, count them 4 drivers up in the top 8. Back to back for 3rd, 4th, and 5th with Michael Durham Jr., Trenton Johns, and Logan Perryman. Almost quad back-to-back, and except for Ryan Kilbashian, and he slots it up there in P6. Michael Ponder Jr., Mike Chapman, Kevin Aguilar, Samuel Litchfield, and Virgil Perryman, who round out the top 11. All right, I'm going to head to where they're popping that virtual champagne here tonight. I'll be right back with you up here in the booth with those top 3 driver interviews. Thanks, everybody.
Here's my issue. Hold on. Let's even go to the cockpit. This is where I draw the line. That is flat out. Flat. I am absolutely not defending this. I'm absolutely not defending that.
How you doing, Sean?
Hey guys,
We can hear
sorry
you, yeah.
I'm bouncing out in and out of here. Man, congratulations on all your top 3 here tonight. Man, Travis, Ryan, Brandon, question mark.
Well, I'm not in the top 3. I'm race control.
Oh, hey.
I was.
Well, I appreciate your work here tonight, Brandon. You did an immaculate job, and man, Ryan and Travis, we know you were up there top 3. I think we'll go reverse order here tonight. Michael, we'll start with you. How was your night here tonight within this left and right turns of Watkins Glen?
Ladies and gentlemen.
It could have been better. I was not fast, man. I knew I had a top 5 car, but you know, Ryan, Travis, and all them were a lot faster than me tonight, and I don't know what the hell happened with that wreck. So,
Man, a couple of big ones here tonight, but we start to run clean within the second half of the race. Man, Michael, you work your way back up to where you started. What was it like here tonight within, the 100% fuel run with a couple of cautions? Did you think that you'd be able to save enough, or kind of knew that you had one stop tonight?
I kind of knew I had a pit. I pitted early, just to get extra fuel. And I was like, well, all the fast guys are pitting, so I might as well just start pitting, to be close. And then I just put enough gas in the car, and then I had to wait an extra 5 seconds to put more fuel in the car, so that wasted a lot of time there. So
Ain't got enough gas yet. Michael, well, congratulations on your top 3 finish. We'll let you get to popping some virtual champagne here tonight. But before we do, Michael, who would you like to shout out to? Who makes it all possible for a podium finish, man?
All my team, MTL, we just gonna ride it out in the sunset and see what happens.
That's well said, Michael. I don't know if I should say it, but hey, MTL's been kicking ass recently. I'm excited to see where this goes here as we head towards that championship.
All right, thank you. Good broadcast.
I appreciate it, Michael. Have a great rest of your nights. That being said, I'll work up to P2. It's Mr. Travis Farmer. How about you, Travis? You got yourself a copy, man.
Woo! Yes, sir.
There it is, man. You've got bringing some road course pace here for us tonight. That number 9 Monster Energy Chevrolet Camaro. How about it here, Travis? The race start, you did great. The race restarts, you kind of fell back a little bit, but worked your way back up to P2. How'd you make it happen here tonight, man?
I just trying to stay clean and consistent, man. Try not to burn my tires up, trying to chase them down. But yeah, there was no catching. Deep way up there.
Man, smart man. I probably would have been hounding my tires trying to catch him, but I like the thought process, Travis. You know that Nicholas is maybe a little bit too fast, so you're going to keep it all underneath you here, and you'll bring home a P2. Great run here for you tonight. Great run here going for you within the GPM number 9 Chevrolet Camaro in our chase standings as well. Hopefully, I think it'll make you gain a spot or two within those point standings. Travis, who would you like to shout out with an immaculate run here tonight?
My team, the league, and the broadcast.
Woo-hoo! We appreciate that, Travis.
I just want to say,
yo, you got it.
if you think Travis is fast here in the Gen 6, you should see how fast he is in the Gen 7 Cup car around this track. He's blistering fast around here. And I race top split NIS when it comes to these road courses, so I know who's definitely fast. And Travis, Travis is an interesting case, actually, because he's a driver that might appear like every other low IR driver, but next thing you know, he's out here fighting with some people well over 3,000 IR. I mean, the dude's a total sleeper pick, and he clearly showed that tonight.
That's well said there, Brandon. Man, that's
Travis Glaze.
yeah, we'll be hearing that one in
Travis
the
Glaze.
Discord, but I'm right there with you. That's really well said there, especially from road course racing. Hopefully, there's some more up here on the schedule for Travis. Hey, he's even fast on the left turns as well. So keep it up, and I'm right there with you, Brandon. Complete sleeper pick.
I'm hoping to make it to the end, man.
Well, Travis, we appreciate it. Have a great rest of your night. I think we're going to move up on to Nicholas Road if he's in here. I'm not seeing him, though. So
He's not in here.
Oh, man. All righty. Well, we appreciate it all, each and every single one of you live tonight on Stam Studio Network. Thank you up in Race Control, Brandon. You did an immaculate job. I think that's...
Unless you want me to speak about car number 42, we can if you'd like.
Oh, God. Not Ferryman. Before we do, real quick, thank you, Ted, Terry, Ricardo, and Third Musketeer. I'll join in live in YouTube land. And Gulp, I guess if you got anything for us, Brandon.
So my honest take on this situation. So I'm watching it back. So at the time, Ryan was running P3, a fairly respectable race. I don't think he was, respectfully, I don't think he was in contention to win, but he was definitely in a comfortable position for a top 3. And he's closing in on car number 42. And out of the final corner at the Glen, going into it actually, if you watch it back, so, and I already spoke with Ryan about this, yes, he did door him, and yes, it is a bit aggressive, but it's not against the rules. Now, another thing for car number 42, this isn't Formula 1. You don't have to immediately give up a spot when you're about to be a lap car. I mean, I think he said it best, if you're so fast, pass me. I didn't have a problem with it at the time, but here's what I do have a problem with. Out of turn 8, he just flat out turns right, and that sends Ryan into the sand barrels over here, and that, quite frankly, ended his race. Therefore, this does count. This is Daniel Selway's rules, not mine, but this does count towards a disqualification, and it's not a fun call to make, but that's just the rules. And taking out a car that's on the lead lap, let alone in the top 3, we do not stand for that. Therefore, he has been disqualified.
Well, we appreciate the clarity there for the number 42 machine.
We're also disqualifying both McLarens. And anyway,
too soon. No, I'm just kidding. Well, thank you so much for clearing that up there. As man, that's really kind of the first time we've got some clarity here back behind the scenes. So we appreciate it, and thank you so much, Brandon. Hopefully, you have a great rest of your night, man.
Thank you. Towards the end of the day, I do think there was some wrongdoing on both sides, but one side is definitely a bit more in the wrong than the other side. I don't condemn a lot of this, but, you know, that's kind of how the sport goes. It gets emotional here, you know?
Oh, man, that's really well said. And for you to hop into a track here like Watkins, oh, man, that's I know that you've done this here before, but just this great job here tonight. I know that handling this stuff is never fun, but as far as, you know, everything that is the cautions, everything else as well, just great job here tonight, Brandon. And hopefully we're working with you again here soon. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You'll definitely see me more times this season when Selway's out, but I learned one thing back during the KWF Cup Series about being race control. There's 2 things you gotta know that other people view you. Number 1, you're always wrong. Number 2, everybody hates you. I mean, hell, it doesn't look like much fun at all to be an NFL official, especially in the Brown Stadium. That's for shit sure. Right, I'm gonna go ahead and save this replay. Probably go get some tacos while I'm at it.
All righty, man. You've earned the tacos. We appreciate it once again. Have a great night.
Thank you, man.
Alrighty, that's going to do it here for us tonight on the Old Stam Studio Network, at least for the Overdrive Cup Series. Stick with us. We'll be right back with you for some more broadcasting here in about 30 minutes' time. We appreciate each and every single one of you joining in. Ricardo, Terry, Ted, Travis. Oh, I got to go look at it again. Who else has joined us? Third Musketeer, they're probably all left by here, but Legacy 24/7, each and every single one of you. From the bottom of my heart, you mean so much to me, and wouldn't be doing these broadcasts if it wasn't without each and every single one of you. All right, that's going to do it here. Got to get ready for my next one. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your night. And, hey, come on, please join me here for that next broadcast. We're starting the playoffs here for the MER ARCA Series. See you there. Thanks, everybody.